Hey everybody, this is No Man, and I thought I would make a video on why exactly the Warhammer 40k universe is so interesting to me, and why I like to write stories about it. I really enjoy playing the game, but the thing that kind of sets 40k apart from other settings is the lore. And the lore has always fascinated me. I really like the imagination it sparks in me, in these staggeringly huge and incredibly grimdark kind of setting. So there are two big reasons that I like 40k. The first is that there is an incredible amount of stuff in the lore. I've been reading Warhammer fluff for years, and I'm always learning new things. They're always coming out with new stuff, and I'm learning just how everything works. Sometimes the sheer amount of stuff can be daunting because there are so many things to remember when trying to make a story that follows continuity. But for me, it's making sure I'm using all the correct terms for equipment and things like that. Making sure that this is a Mars pattern that, or this is a Mark V this. Keeping that all those details in there can be daunting. However, the fact that everything in the galaxy is already in place, for me, it gives me the tools I need to write a story anywhere. And if I don't want to write a story in one of the places they've already written about, I can make up my own planet, create my own guard regiment, or anything. There's 100 billion stars in the Milky Way galaxy. It's a lot of room to be creative, but there's also a lot of existing things that you can kind of plug in and start writing stories right off the bat. You don't have to explain everything every time you do it. Secondly, I really like the absolutely brutal and insane nature of the setting. I like extreme settings in general because in a weird way it helps emphasize humanity that exists within it. So telling a story from the perspective of a regular person who has to exist in this bonkers setting can be very compelling. Creating a story where a human being has to contend with powerful, twisted monsters from hell itself, and then having that character react in a realistic manner to the deaths of millions, if not billions of people, it can be very compelling. I think the fall of Cadia is something that it sort of is the example of how this extreme setting can create powerful emotional reactions, or the death of Sanguinius and the Emperor's confrontation with Horus. There are these very powerful moments that people have some genuine emotional reaction to. The extreme nature also allows for humor to be effective. The constant grim darkness can become stale if you're just trying to top the next extreme thing that happens. Every story can't be the fall of Cadia or Hell's Reach, or some of these incredibly dramatic, iconic, mythic almost moments in the story. And having some humor helps kind of balance things out. Humor in stories kind of helps reset people. It kind of it helps them emotionally process stuff and gets them ready for conflict again. If you just have conflict, grimdark, you just end up getting burnt out on this endless gore and misery. So that's why I like things like the orcs. They appeal a lot to me because they are very silly and fun. The other thing that I like about Warhammer are the fans. Now, obviously, there are fans in every fandom that are kind of hard to take. But generally, I really like the shared enthusiasm and love people have for the setting. There's so much love, and I really enjoy the passion that this hobby awakes in people. The models that people build, the art they create, the stories they tell, all of these things just blow me away with how much this setting inspires people, including myself. So yeah, thanks for letting me ramble. I will return you to your regularly scheduled stories soon. And thank you all for your love and support.